Chiqui Stories podcast's primary purpose is to educate and entertain. We are here to share stories and experiences based on our team's and guests' personal knowledge. We will have friendly, casual conversations, but not give professional advice or services. TCSP is for private, non-commercial use, and our guests do not necessarily reflect our team's views and opinions. Earphones are highly recommended, especially when there are young children around. Also, there may be barking noises. Thank you and enjoy the podcast.
The Chiqui Stories podcast with Chiqui Pineda Zimi is supported in part by the Vita Babes, the Chiqui Stories Saturday Facebook community, friends and family. Learn more at chiquipineda.com.
Hi there. Hello. Magandang gabi, bayan. Hello, everyone. This is Chiqui Pineda Azimi for the Chiqui Stories podcast, Creative Chica for the Immigrant Filipina. I am coming to you live from Toronto, Canada, mga kaibigan, and I welcome you who are watching right here on the live stream on Facebook, on the fan page, Chiqui Pineda fan page, and on the YouTube channel. Tonight is episode number 12, and I'm going to end with a very, very special conversation with the one and only Miss Cecile Azarcon. Ate says to me, you know, there are songwriters and then there are songwriters. You know what I think the difference is between the small s and the big S songwriter? Heart, puso. And this unnameable thing, which I simply call soul. For our intents and purposes dito po sa TCSP, I will use the word soul, even though I know it's so overused in the lexicon. Soul, ay, ang napaka-soulful niya. Pero when I say soul, and when I'm describing Ate Cecile, I mean somebody who is very present and very mindful and purposeful in everything that she does. I would say 90% is the kind of person, based on my experience, si Ate Cecile. I'm going to go into her website and read the introduction because I couldn't do a better intro than this. Okay, radio check, 1, 2. Miss Cecile Azarcon is considered one of the Philippines' most prolific songwriters. Her numerous hit songs have been sung by a virtual who's who in the Philippine music industry, and her heartfelt ballads are now considered OPM, or Original Filipino Music Classic Hits. Daughter of opera singer, voice teacher, and concert pianist Minda Azarcon, Cecile started playing the piano at the age of 3 and began composing at the age of 6. Can you believe that? At age 19, Cecile's journey in her songwriting career began with her first major hit song, Lift Up Your Hands, originally recorded by Basil Valdez, and which is now considered a timeless classic hit. Some of her other hit songs include Sana Ay Ikaw Na Nga, Basil Valdez, Ikaw Ang Lahat Sa Akin, Martin Niviera, So It's You, Raymond Lauchengco, Special Memory, Iwi Laurel, Even If, Jam Morales, I Think I'm in Love, and One More Try, Kuh Ledesma, Reaching Out, Gary Valenciano, and How Did You Know, Gary Valenciano, and yours truly, Chiqui Pineda. Nakasingit. Cecile currently resides in the San Francisco Bay Area, where she serves as music director at Faith Bible Church of Vallejo. Cecile also holds private music lessons and produces CD projects and concerts with the goal to guide, help, and promote deserving singers and songwriters. I consider Ate Ces my fairy godmother in my career, because if not for her song, How Did You Know, I wouldn't even be in front of you right now. I don't think I would even be in this career of music, or any other art for that matter. She is someone who always strives for excellence, and if I may quickly add, it's a loving and nurturing kind of excellent mentorship. Kasi I have friends who tell me, Miss Cecile Azarcon, teacher namin yan. She was our teacher, music teacher nung high school, and that was back in the 80s. So teenager pa lang teacher na talaga si Ate Cecile. And we are very, very fortunate, and I am so blessed to have this 1 hour with her to experience not only Ate Ces as a songwriter, but her as a mom, wife, immigrant mom. Since the 1980s pa lang po, nasa US na ang ating mahal na Cecile Azarcon. So, before I bring Ate Ces on, I would like to say hello to all our regulars, my heartistas. Hello to Ron, Menchie, Glo, Jillian. Lay is here. Hi, Lay. Mga kaibigan namin ni Ate Ces. Beck, Liz, Lauren, Kate, Estella, Nicole, Super Olan, Maan, Carolyn, and Eliza, I'm so excited to see you this week. And quick shout out to the Little Blue Farm, owned by my friends Elisa Ong Mantilla and family. And that is how I'm going to celebrate the end of season 1. By the way, my Heartistas are regulars of TCSP. If it's your first time here and you haven't seen the Chiqui Stories podcast yet, I'd like to introduce myself once again. It is episode number 12, season finale of the Chiqui Stories podcast, the creative chica for immigrant Filipina. It's going to be an indefinite pause and recovery and getting back to center. And as Ate Cecile, who just arrived in her green room, yay, as Ate Cecile said in one of the interviews that was doing research, she reminded me once again that when you do anything, because we are singers, so we will use music as the example. When you perform and sing, you express, do not impress. Do not attempt to impress, but rather express. Ate Ces will say it better than I'm saying it. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And Miss Kuh Ledesma herself describes Ate Cecile as the anointed songwriter. But my word for her tonight is soul writer. Kasi matapang. Ate Cecile has no fear when it comes to expressing her heart and her soul and her emotions, or those for whom she's writing the songs. Hindi pa uso yung word na authentic and vulnerable. Ate Cecile was already at the forefront of being authentic and vulnerable to the madlang peoples. Ate Cecile, hello. I see you in the green room. Are you ready? Do you need a couple of minutes? Good? Okay. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, hindi na magpapaligoy-ligoy ang inyong chickiness. As I said earlier, we are so blessed to have this full hour with, I call her a genius, creative genius, and at the same time, one of the best human beings you will ever know. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cecile Azarcon. Hi, Ate Cecile. Hi.
I have a problem though. You're choppy. I think it's my connection.
I can see you and hear you loud and clear, Ate Ces. So you can't hear me? I'm choppy. Oh, spoke too soon. Okay, we will Nothing to worry about. We're used to this here on TCSP now. Ito po ang bagong, the new way of connecting with people. May kasamang mga light and dark moments. Parang life. It's just like life, light and dark. Ate says, take your time. Her video is choppy, but audio seems okay if she comes back. Yes, that's true. Your audio is perfect, Ate Cecile. I can hear you.
Wait.
Try speaking. It's the video. Oh.
Huh?
I can
I
hear.
have to go and change location. If you can just
Yes,
give me
yeah.
a few minutes. Kasi,
Sure.
Oh,
Ate Cecile,
can you
go
hear
ahead.
me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Am I okay?
Yeah, you're good now.
Oh, okay. I was having trouble kanina. It was choppy. I couldn't understand you because you're very choppy.
Oh,
But I can understand you here. I can hear you now.
Okay, housekeeping
Yeah,
with
so I wasn't
Sydney,
sure if that was
Australia.
me or
Was I clear? At the test, I'm out, ha? I'm just going to do a little housekeeping with our producer. Chawing, was I clear all throughout in the beginning? Okay, so she's saying we're okay. So as long as I can hear you, everybody can hear you as well. Thumbs up, Chawing. Yes. All right. Hello.
Good.
Hi, Ate
Yeah.
Cecile. Hi, Ate Cec.
Hi, I think I have to be.
This is good, Ate Cecile.
I should be dapat ano.
Ay,
na to?
oo.
This is fine?
Yan.
This is okay?
Ayan. Yes, this is okay. Is this the maestra mode?
Hay nako. Hindi ako techie na tao ngayon. I'm
Is
glad
this your
that I was
first
able
StreamYard?
to do this. Yes. Well, no naman, not my first, but yeah, it is my first StreamYard. And apparently my laptop did not support it.
Yes.
So I was trying to install it. I was trying to download it, but it's taking a while. So sabi ko, nag-start ka na. Sabi ko, cellphone na lang. So I'm on my cell phone right now.
You still look wonderful,
So,
Ate Cecile.
okay.
You still look wonderful and fresh and
Thank
very
you.
bright. All right, I'm gonna jump into the Q&A, Ate Cec, okay? Jump into the Q&A. Pero bago yon, sandali lang. Tsaa muna tayo. Cheers. Cheers muna, cheers. Ate Cecile, you and I always begin with grounding moment every time we meet. So I wanted this time together to start that way too. With your lovely blessing and prayer. We always begin everything with a prayer. We have not ever done that in the past 11 episodes. Am I still choppy? Okay, Ate
Please ka.
Okay. You might need to move, Ate Cec. Ate Cecile, I think you need, Ate Cecile, you need to move, change location.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's me or on your end. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear. Yeah, it's on your end. Chawing, okay. I'm clear, right? I'm nonstop. Okay. Yeah. Take your time, Ate Cec. I'm gonna wait for you.
Baka it's me. I'll change. Ano mo muna ko. Alisin mo muna ko.
Sige.
Thank
pause
you.
Muna, pause.
Okay, thanks.
I'll see you in a bit, Ate Cec. I'm gonna talk to our audience first. Si Jonah, Chawing, ang dami ng mga naka-ready na question. Dini-DM niya ako mula kagabi. Gabi pa ba to, Jonah? Kagabi pa to, no? You were asking about how to overcome daw kanang kulba ba? Because she gets scared. In the middle of her song, she'll have I guess it's like a mini panic attack on stage. She wanted to ask Ate Cecile what she does. What can she do daw to calm her nerves? I'm sure Ate Cecile will have a great answer for that later. And then Ano pa ba yung mga questions na alala ko? Okay, welcome. Hello to all of you joining us. Just joined us now. It is episode 12 of TCSP, September 7, Wednesday. By the way, happy back to school to all the students. Happy nga ba? Back to school. Our friend Janice was saying she was feeling, si Panks, because she already said bye to all the kids and it's quiet at home and end of summer. Sabi ko, si Panks ka, ako nag-celebrate. Party. Pop the champagne. No, I don't drink champagne. I just made that up. Anyway, paano po kakantahin na hindi kinakabahan? Ayan yung question ni Jonah na sinabi ko kanina. Let's welcome Ross Gabutina Bolaño. Hello, Kuh Ledesma has recorded almost 25 Cecile Azarcon songs. Watching from Rojas City, Capiz. Maayong adlaw diha sa Rojas City, mga higala. Hi, Ross. 25? Akala ko mga nasa 10, 11, 25? Wow! Pinakyaw talaga ni Miss Kuh. Hello po, Ate Chiqui. Alisa, hello, Day. Kamusta? Cha is also here. Hello. I miss my days visiting Ate Cecile in Vallejo. Fried, anong pangalan ng restaurant? Super Fried? No. Happy Fried? Lay Help? Hello, Essie. Hello, Des. Hello, Melissa and Estella, all our friends, family, abangers, heartistas. And hello to YouTube. We're not really giving much attention to YouTube, but we see you and we welcome you if you're watching from our YouTube channel. We are going to be speaking with the one and only Cecile Azarcon Inocentes. She is in Vallejo, California, and yours truly in Toronto, Canada, and my partner Chawing in Sydney, Australia, and our extra director / mentor / helper, helping hands, Tisha Rosales in Manila, Pilipinas. Sige, habang inaantay natin si Ate Ces, sige na, lagay nyo na lahat ng Pinoy Fried. Anong sabi ko? Happy Fried. Sorry. Richard Reynoso, is that you? Oh my goodness, my kajuet. Richard, my very first Hatid Saya trip abroad. You know, when I used to sing in the Philippines, my then manager, God bless her soul, Tita Angie, would take us to Hatid Saya trips all over the globe to sing for mga OFWs. This was back in the mid-90s. And I remember Richard Reynoso was my kaduet in my first trip ever. Sana nga ba yun, Richard? Let me try to recall. Come on, brain. Greece, right? That was one of the best first trips singing abroad for our kababayans. Lagay natin. Ayan, Richard. Hello, great seeing you. Stay safe. I miss you. Thank you. I miss you too. Pinoy Fried. Ibalik ang Pinoy Fried. Hello, Emily, mga classmate. Hong Kong before Greece? Yes, tama, dalawa. And one of your fans, Richard, I'm going to try to remember her name. Agnes sometimes comes to watch our show. And one day, magduduet. Mababalik din ang duet. So, all right. So here is an idea coming from Tisha. For those of you who have dreams of putting out your songs, share with us what your fears and doubts are. Maybe we can help you sort out those feelings in this conversation. That's a great idea. So, Direct Tisha is suggesting na, and I'm sure, Artistas, I know you. I've heard you before. We've spoken about it, that you want to write. You have dreams of writing and singing and you have doubts and fears, this is the time for you to bring them up. And who better than Ate Cecile to address those muni things in your mind and in your heart. Ate Cecile has been a voice teacher for 40 years now. Wow, that's a lot of teaching, and that's a lot of students. Tisha, don't mention my name. It's okay. It's okay. This is a different kind of show. Si Tisha kasi ano yan eh, director yan sa atin. So, Direct Tisha, sanay na sanay yan. And I can't wait to welcome her here in Canada, Toronto, Canada. Okay, let's see. Checking comments. Hello, Bea. Hello. Where's everybody right now? Alam ko, Miles, you're in Tokyo, Japan. Put your countries of origin representing. I know Emily is in Davao. Maayong adlaw, maayong gabi, maayong buntag sa inyong tanan. Jonah is in school. Uy, pwede bang mag-internet habang nasa school? Ikaw na, Jonah. Ikaw na. All right. Okay, Ate Cecile is back in the green room. Okay, we'll try. Should we stay or should we say goodbye? One more try. Okay na. Give it one more try.
Is this better?
Much
Can
better.
you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just giving you a couple of beats to breathe.
Ayan.
Ayan ang bagong
One second.
bagong mundo natin.
One
Ang bagong
second.
mundo.
Ah,
Hello, Kuya Julius. Mrs. Saga, your cousin Julius
Ako pa yung
Azarcon
patungan.
Tiangson is here.
ay,
Wait.
okay. Hi. Wag mo na. Pwedeng buksan ito, yung piano. Sandali We have to open the piano.
Open the piano.
Can
Okay.
you open it para mas mababa? 1 second.
Yeah. Housekeeping time. Yeah, this is the new way of doing broadcasting now. And I like it. I don't mind it. Not at all. I hope you don't mind it either. Just makes it more real. Parang nasa bahay lang tayo. Representing Tagum City, Davao del Norte. Jonah, yes, I'm having coffee while watching you from Tokyo, Japan. Miles, hello. Can you specify your composition based on personal experience? Sa tanong ni Melissa. Okay, Ate Cec, you ready? Let's try again. Ta-da! Magic.
Baka ayan.
Sinong helper natin today? Bernie? Is Bernie there? Oh, Bernie's in ano na nga pala.
Yung tissue. Yung pahingin tissue tsaka yung tubig ko, please. Thank you. Almost.
Almost there?
My goodness.
Sinong assistant mo dyan? Si Olaf?
Okay na?
Si Olaf? Okay na, okay.
How do I look?
Okay. Lights, camera. Kanyari.
Si
5.
Kuya Alex
Count
mo.
na. Kuya Alex is there. Hi, Kuya Alex. I miss you guys. Okay, this is going to be quite challenging because I've known Ate Cecile since my 20s. And my 20s and then her teens. Naks.
Siguro kailangan buksan mo yung pintuan mo kasi yung router nasa taas eh.
So I've known Ate Cecile since my 20s. Therefore, when I talk to her, I'm gonna be speaking as her friend. Baka ma-alienate naman po ang ating mga audiences. So I will pretend that I just met Ate Cecile. How? That's the challenge. Sabi nga ni Direk, that's the challenge of doing an interview with somebody you know so well. I remember so well.
Papa, alam mo na sa chat pag nag-on ka. Siguro
La. Ate Cec, ready? Watching from Pangasinan, Bea. Hello, Bea. Pangasinan. Abot-abot tayo all over the world. Thank you so much. I honor every single one of
Parang
you in
gusto ko
the
itali
live.
yung buko.
Sige, tali mo rin. Para match tayo, match.
Sa kwarto. Wait, yung susi.
Alisin ko muna. Mamaya humingi na. Mamaya may hingin si Ate Cecile. Yung aking Vicks Vapor Rub. Okay, can you please? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna put this up. Nicole Kidwell. This is another dear friend of mine. Hi, Princess. So lucky indeed. Lucky, blessed. Just dream come true. I can just sit here and just listen to Ate Cecile's stories. To be honest, I can just listen to her all night long. Ate Cecile, are you ready? Here we go. Chewing magic.
Yeah, I'm ready. Choppy
Ready?
talaga.
May chop-chop talaga nako. Ang Vallejo House kailangan ng bagong internet router.
Oo. Talagang...
Router. Maybe, Lay, tulungan.
Teka, may...
Ayo! Olaf. Oh, wait. Is that Olaf?
Olaf.
Mimi?
It's Olaf.
That's Olaf.
Olaf.
Your new one. Pause.
Sandali
Yeah, I'll mute.
Yung laundry basket.
You can't get more live than this. Buti na lang pre-edited version po itong pre-edited.
Yun ang buhay natin sa Amerika.
Buhay Amerika talaga. Buhay North America.
Bakit nandiyan sa countertop?
Yung labada ko. Pakisay. Pakisay na yung labada ko.
Yung nakasalang. Anyway,
much better at the
to all the viewers of the Chiqui Stories podcast. Good evening, Chiqui. Hello from Vallejo, California. Hello to all of your viewers, and I apologize for all the technical problems. I'm not a techie person at all, but thank God we're here. So
thank God and thank you. Ate Cecile, you made my dream come true. Joining me for the season finale. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
I'm going to begin the last episode with my usual question of please bring me back to the little Cecile and that little creative Cecile Azarcon when she was a child. Can you tell us a couple of anecdotes or yours from childhood that it says? Were you always this creative?
Actually, I did. According to my mom, I started creating my own melodies at the tender age of 6. And it was only when I was already an adult, married and all that, I found this stack of music sheets in my mom's music room. Tapos may mga titles, ang buwan, ang bituin, ang araw. Tapos sabi ko, ano itong mga to? So and then my mom said, those were your compositions when you were little. Ang ibon. May mga titles pa ako, pero wala siyang lyrics. Ano lang, music lang. I remember, since nandito na rin lang ako, sa the piano.
We're gonna hear.
Papapakita ko.
We're gonna hear music.
Yeah.
Love. I can't wait to meet
very
you.
Very first composition ko is called, kinuwento ko to kay Martin Niviera when I guessed it in one of his shows. It's called The Birdie's Tweet. My very first composition. Tapos may doble. Yun, mahirap na sa akin yun. May variation.
God. Prodigy. Prodigy talaga. Wow.
6 years old.
No.
And then when I was
Wow.
13 years old, that was when I wrote my first song with words and music.
Oh,
And
wow.
our religion teacher at St. Scholastica's College, Manila, asked us to do something original, to be creative, to create something original. So whether it's a paper mache or it's an artwork. And I think I was the only one in our entire grade 7, the batch,
Yes.
that came up with a song. And my song actually won first place, and all the 7th graders learned it, and we all sang it. Ang title naman niya, Stairway of My Love. So hanggang ngayon hindi ko alam kung ano yung Stairway of My Love, but
Stairway.
that was my very first song. Yeah.
Since you're already on the
Yeah, I hope you don't
piano,
mind.
Ate Cecile, go.
You want to hear a little bit of it?
Of course.
Let's go something like, listen, yes, listen to my story, the stairway of my love. And though it's not the easy way, can turn my back away, I know I'm caught. Oh yes, I'm caught. I'm caught in the middle of the story, the stairway of my love. O, diba?
How delightful.
That was my first song. May chorus yan, kumpleto sa 3 verses.
3 verses ng chorus. That was great.
My batchmate
So,
from Saints Co. If
nine.
anybody's watching, you remember this.
Of course they will. How delightful. The magic of music talaga, Ate Ces, no? It really transcends. See, that was what, 45? 40, 45, 50 years ago. And as soon as you play that, and everybody who hears, bookingan! Sige, 30 years
Talaga
ago.
i-broadcast mo, ha? It's okay.
Yeah. The
More than siguro kasi
go ahead. We have a
sabi
delay.
ko, as I was saying, yeah, hold on. I think siguro yung paki-off mo kasi nagdi-delay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think it's more than 40 years or 45 years kasi that was when I was 13 years old.
13. Yeah.
And so, wala na, nalaman na ng buong mundo how young I am. But you see, it's actually my 43rd year in the songwriting industry, music industry.
Happy 43rd
this year. Yeah. So in 2 years, 2 years time, magpo 45 years na.
Wow.
So I know, parang ang hirap mapaniwalaan na ganun ang katagal, pero thank God for that.
Amen to that. When the first time I heard your name was because of Basil's Lift Up Your Hands.
Chiqui, nagwawala ka. I'm losing you.
Oh no. Type tayo, type. Text tayo, text. Text ko sa comment section, Ate Cecile. You're actually very clear to me. You're very clear here. You are clear to me.
Chiqui.
Oh dear. You can't hear?
Choppy ka on my, I think that's on my end. You're choppy. I could not hear you. I could not make out what you're saying.
How do we do this? The internet connection, showing the internet connection of Ate Ces is choppy. So the only solution I can think of is I will ask. But Ate Ces, you're clear, huh? If you can hear me when you speak. So siguro we type the question in the comment section and then Ate Cecile can answer. That's
it's probably my end. Yeah. Alam mo kasi itong time na to, This
Ang
is
daming
a busy time.
users. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Are you on Facebook?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Loud and clear on my end.
Okay. Yeah, can you, if you could type, the,
Yeah. So I'm going to ask the question and then showing
okay.
if you're on Facebook, can you type it for Ate Cecile?
That means I have to,
Now she's going to check her Facebook and she'll disappear.
pero hindi ko nakikita eh.
Yeah. Do you
Yung
have another
papahiram ng phone
device?
mo.
Yan,
Pahiram
yan,
ng
yan,
phone
yan.
mo.
Yan.
Yeah.
Yan. Para tayong MacGyver dito. MacGyver ng podcast. Good morning, FM.
Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Salamat for your patience. Mga artistas watching us all over
I
the
can't
world. Thank
hear
you for your
you. Nawala ka.
patience. Yeah. You disappeared for a couple of seconds. It says now you're back. Now you're back. You're still loud and clear
Okay.
on my end. Sharina, loud and clear on your end. Ate Cecil is.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're good now.
Thank you very, very much, Abangers, Rina, and company, Vita Babes, for your patience. Naiintindihan nyo na, nauunawaan nyo na ang how podcasts work.
Could it?
So,
Yeah.
The question I wanted to ask Ate Cecile is, after you had the Lift Up Your Hands hit in Manila, because I know you wrote that in the Philippines and recorded, you were still there when that became a hit, correct? Early 80s.
Mhm.
You were still in the Philippines.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then you left for
Yes,
the
for the
States.
US.
Yeah. Can
Yeah,
you
in 1984.
walk me through that whole process of umuusbong na si career, may hit song, tapos biglang bye. Why?
Yeah. Actually, it was very tough because I was at the peak of my career in 1984. It was that time of my life where pagka nga makinig ka sa radyo, puro ang dami kong kanta na sabay-sabay na napopromote at that time. In fact, Vicar called me and sabi nga nila sa akin na, Miss Azarcon, alam niyo ba na bihira mangyari ito? Kasi sa isang oras, they only allow so many number of OPMs, di ba? In 1 hour, parang 3 or 4 yata. And there was a time that all 4 songs were, written by the same composer. Like, nagsabay-sabay lang talaga. Let's say, yung I Think I'm in Love, yung Raymond Lauchengco, So It's You, was also playing. And then yung Special Memory was also playing. Because I think they were promoting baguettes at that time.
Yes.
So, Reaching Out was also, being played.
Yes.
So that was, according to them at the time, a first, sa radio history, that there was one composer for all the songs that were being played, yung OPM, over the radio. So, nakakataba ng puso. But then, my family kasi, we're all here na in the US. My mom, wouldn't stop making me kulit to follow na there. Parang mother hen ka unless kumpleto yung mga CCU mo, di ba? Hindi siya matatahimik. And then, 84 pa, there was a time na nagkakagulo sa yung mga
EDSA revolution.
Yung mga, people
power.
Nagsimula pa lang. Yeah. I think the people power came at 86, pero 84 nag-start na. So, yeah, so my mom was really very, very worried. So talagang, she tried to convince us to go there. So,
there you go.
syempre kahit na mabigat sa kalooban ko, yeah. Ang mahirap nun because I had to leave my music studio, my voice students, and But then again, all of my family, were already here in the US, so it, wala akong choice then.
For the love of family.
So malungkot yung first few years, few
Yeah.
years na, every year gusto kong umuwi, umiiyak ako, namimiss ko, I was very homesick. But music was what connected me to the country that I love, the Philippines.
Ayun.
And so 84, the singers continued to stay in touch with me. Kuh continued to, connect with me, and she was asking me to. In fact, we did an all Tagalog album called Lihim. Andun yung Wag Kang Mangako. I think some people may have heard yung Lihim. And then Martin came to the US in 1986. And he looked for me. And nagkausap kami sa phone. Sabi niya, if you could compose a Tagalog song for me. So sabi ko, well, mas gusto ko sana yung maramdaman ko yung pinanggagalingan yung puso ng gagawan ko ng kanta.
Yes.
So, kwentuhan mo ko. So, nagkwento-kwentuhan kami. Maybe mga 2 hours kami on the phone. I don't know if Martin remembers this. But, so we were able to come up with Ikaw Ang Lahat Sa Akin. I was able to compose that song for Martin.
Now I'm reviewing the lyrics in my head now and trying to connect the story. Okay.
Yeah, well, we were kind of like, what would be a nice theme,
Yeah. Please. Kahit ika'y wala sa aking piling, longing song.
Kahit ika'y wala sa aking piling.
Magandang alaala.
Wala sa aking piling. Isang magandang alaala. Isang kahapon, lagi kong kasama. Ikaw na.
Ikaw ang lahat sa akin. Kahit ika'y di ko dapat ibigin. Dapat pa kitang limutin. Paano mapipigil? Parang naghahabulan
Paano
mapipigil ang isang damdamin?
Oo, may echo.
Kung ang
sinisigaw.
Ikaw ang lahat sa akin. I just figured out, I just figured out the love story. I just pieced it together. What was happening? Ate says, I just pieced it together.
Yes.
I will pretend I don't know the answer to the question. As I was saying nga kanina, ang hirap mong interviewin Ate Cecile because I know you. And I will have to ask questions like think in the mind of the audiences because they love songwriting as well. A lot of people in my circle of audiences love writing songs. What is your process? I know you don't have. But what is the Cecile Azarcon writing process?
Nagchachapi ka.
Pakitype Miss Charina producer. the writing style or the writing habit and process.
Sa totoo lang, wala. Wala akong...
Walang formula.
Ever since I started to... wala akong formula. Ever since ano bang nauuna, di ba? They ask you what comes first, the lyrics or the music.
Yes.
Most of the time sa akin sabay. Sabay talaga. Kasi it's like when you're like we're talking right now and I want to put a melody to it.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
you could just do that. So when you're thinking of something and then it starts rhyming in your head and then you just parang pinupulot mo na lang yung melody.
Oo.
Tapos I just have to find a pen and paper right away so I can capture that moment. It
Mm-mm.
really is what you call an inspired moment that you need to capture right away because once na nakawala na, hindi ko na mababalik. Once na
Correct.
may nag-doorbell, once na mayroon nag-ring na telepono, once na na-interrupt, hindi ko na maibalik. But when it
Yes.
flows, sometimes 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30
Yeah.
minutes, buo na yung song. And pwede mong balikan, ayusin mo, some lines that you wanna rhyme or you wanna
Mm-hmm.
change. Pero pretty much the entire song is like, it has to flow.
Yeah.
Tuloy-tuloy lang talaga. Like when
Yeah.
I wrote yung, kunyari, should we stay or should we say goodbye?
Walk
Away or give it
away or
one more
give it one
try.
more try.
Tuloy-tuloy.
Mm-mm.
Para ka lang may kausap.
Para
It's like
kang
you're talking to somebody
nakikinig.
and then you're
Yeah.
just adding melody to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of poets.
So,
Go ahead, Ate Ses. Go ahead.
yeah, so I can't even claim, parang glory to it because it's something that is dropped from me, from up there, from heaven, from God, and you're just a conduit. You're just really a conduit. Kasi especially like when I wrote "Lift Up Your Hands,"
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
came
Tell
in a
us
matter of
about it.
like 10 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Words and music, and I was on the phone with a dear friend of mine. I don't know if she's watching, but she knows who she is. And she we were on the phone, and medyo may problema. She was sharing with me something. Sabi ko na, let me call you back don't do anything drastic. Let me call you back. Let me pray for you.
Yeah.
So I did that. So actually, that was a prayer. And that was like my advice. Kaya life is not at all that bad, my friend. If you believe in
Mm-hmm.
yourself, if you believe there's someone who walks through life with you, that's what I was wanting to tell my friend. Tapos nagkaroon na ng melody. Tapos
Yeah.
nagkaroon ng cast your burdens upon me. Those who are heaven. Where did that come from? I didn't even have a Bible in front of me. I didn't even know
Yes.
where in the Bible that was. So after I wrote the song, I was trembling, literally trembling.
Mm-hmm.
I was
I
like
could
parang in a
imagine.
trance.
Yes. Yeah.
And there were other songs na na-compose ko na pagkatapos kong isulat, nanginginig ako.
Yeah. Overwhelming
Yeah. So it's not like, oh, I'm
anointing.
gonna create first the first verse, babalikan ko yan mamaya, and then I'll write
No.
the chorus, babalikan ko yun. Hindi eh. In my case, of nagpo-flow.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, nagpo-flow. So
What did I say, audience?
if somebody
Artistas
will ask me to
soulful.
compose a song for them, I cannot.
Mm-mm.
I wish I could, but I can't. Because when am I gonna get inspired?
Yeah. But it's in the story. Ate
I
Cecile,
don't know,
right?
di ba?
It's in
When are you
this.
gonna get
It's in this.
inspired next? I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Yeah.
But when it comes,
Um.
I have to be ready with a pen and paper. Kailangan, kung ano yung nasa harap mo. There was a time that I,
Sulat.
came up with a song and I was in a restaurant. And I used the napkin. The napkin.
Napkin.
Yeah.
I
And I
heard
used
that.
the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
table napkin.
Just so you can
And I
capture
was able to
the
compose
words. Yeah.
Don't Sleep with a Heartache.
S- Don't sleep
Mm-hmm.
with the heartache. I haven't heard
Mm-hmm.
that one.
Yeah,
Ate
because
Cecile.
I was with a friend. I was having lunch. Yeah. No, Don't Sleep with a Heartache.
With a
Not yet.
heartache.
It's not out yet. Nakatago sa baul.
Oh, nakatago pa. Okay. So,
It's one of my songs na nakatago pa sa baul.
you've been in the US
Mhm.
since the 19
Nakatago
84.
sa baul. Baul, chest.
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
If you can hear this question, Chawing, maybe we can type this out for Ate Cecile. The balancing act. I know
Let's see.
there's no perfect balance, no, but because you're already in the States and we know that when we're migrants, wala tayong katulong, wala tayong masyadong mga assistants. So you did everything on your own, but at the same time you had to be creative, because that's my personal challenge at Cecile, yung trabahong, hands-on with the children, with the house, and then when it's time to shift the brain to being creative, how did you marry those two things? Ang tagal talaga ng delay.
Actually, for the first, I would say 13 years, I'm one of those blessed. Naku, hindi ko alam kung dapat i-disclose ko to, but I was able to bring my yaya here. The one who took care of my baby since he was 6 months old, my son.
Oh, wow.
Si Yaya Ana, I was able to bring her. And that was a very, very interesting story. So kasi there was a time na I was a single mom. There was a time of my life that I was a single mom. So it really helped having her, with me, because I was able to
Thank you, Yaya Ana.
teach. I was able to. Yeah, Yaya Ana. You met her, right? Have you?
Maybe. Our friendship spans many generations. So yes, most likely.
But there's a very, very wonderful story behind that. Paano ko siya nadala?
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's got something to do with lift up your hands.
Okay.
Because I was invited at a party, actually, of Mayor Cuneta.
Wow.
And yung apo ni Mayor Cuneta was, my batchmate in Saints Row and one of my best friends.
Mm-hmm.
So we were there, and then one of the guests, and then syempre pag nandun ako sa party, they would ask me to sing, and I sang "Lift Up Your Hands." And then after that, somebody approached me. This woman approached me and said, that was a beautiful song. I was really touched by it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to give me a call. And she gave me her business card.
Okay.
Lo and behold, she was a consul general for the U.S. Embassy.
Okay.
And so when I was, when we were actually going to leave now to the States, I didn't want to go, right?
Mm-mm.
But I wanted a sign from God that was really His plan for me. So sabi ko, Lord, I gave God a challenge. Sabi ko, Lord, if this is really your will,
Mm-mm.
na for me to and my family to leave for the US, this is very difficult. So give my yaya a visa. That's hard, Lord, and of course I didn't want siguro na para wag ako matuloy, But I asked that as a sign. Give my yaya a visa.
Okay. Ito na, pasok.
And of course, I remembered nung una when we went, it was actually, yeah. Can you hear me all right? Can you hear me all right?
Mm. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So anyway, so the first time actually, okay. So the first time that I applied on my own muna, we tried to get her a visa on our, with our own, using our own efforts. And of course, na-declined siya. And then naalala ko ngayon yung offer, yung business card ng yung consul general who, yung after I sang Lift Up Your Hands. Tapos, so I gave her a call and I said, well, we're going to the US and we'd like to bring my my nanny. And she goes, does she have a passport? Yes. Okay, you come tomorrow. Ganun siya. Punta kami. Tapos, wala. Sabi niya, is that her? Yes, this is her. Where's her passport? Here. Chuck. Multiple entries. And of course, later on, we had to figure out how she could stay. Pero marami talaga, di ba, na ganun nag-start. And now she has her green card. She was able to apply for amnesty.
Wow.
So, but those, yun yung naging challenge ko noon. Imagine that how good God is. And so I knew that, he had plans talaga for us to come here.
Mm-mm.
Kasi I asked nga for that sign.
Since I've known you from the
So he
very
answered
start,
my prayer. Yeah.
from day one, mga kaibigan, Miss Cecile Azarcon has always been very, ika nga ni Miss Kuh Ledesma, anointed as a songwriter, as a human being, anointed even in her way of teaching and mentoring and sharing stories. You have this way of touching people without even intending to, to teach or instruct. You just have this quality at Cecile from the very start. This being a mentor and teacher, how did you know how did you know that this was the calling? Because I know you're also a music director for your church, the Vallejo Baptist Church. Am I saying
Faith
it right?
Bible Church. Yeah,
Faith
Faith
Bible
Bible
Church.
Church of
Faith Bible
Vallejo.
of Vallejo. Yeah.
Church, yes.
Did you always know this about
Yeah.
you? And did you always follow the voice telling you, okay, dito ka, teach
You mean serving so
as a teacher, as a mentor and teacher at the Cecile? Was this a dictation
yeah.
that you heard?
You know, actually, mhm. it it's something that, you know, when you're being parang called to do something. I've
Yes.
also had that experience where you want to, oh, baka naman hindi, baka you try to do something else, di ba? You try to
Yes.
go the other direction. In fact, even with music, I wanted to study either fine arts or mass communication. I wanted to do journalism
Mm-mm.
and or even medicine. I thought about that. I wanted to be a psychologist. I wanted to pick people's minds. And so anyway, music was kasi ina-expected because my mom's into music, right? So ayokong gawin yon. You know what my mom was doing. It was just she being in the confines of the four walls of the music room. That was my mom's life as a voice
Uh-huh.
teacher. Sabi ko, I didn't want that. But
Mm-mm.
later on, talagang pag calling mo kahit na anong gawin mo para takbuhan siya, layuan siya, talikuran siya, talagang hahanapin pa rin ang puso mo eh. Eventually I realized I could not imagine myself doing anything else apart from music. And even with the church, even at a young age, I was already active, as the youth music director
Yeah.
of what was that? In fact, it was St. Paul's Catholic Charismatic. I got saved through the charismatic movement, and so I was serving as the youth music director. That's how it started for me. And
Mm-hmm.
mula noon, since I was 17 years old, to this day that I'm already in my 60s, I have been serving God. If you want to find me, I'm at church playing the
Yeah.
piano every Sunday for Him.
Oh. Ate Cecile, I will admit something to
Hindi
you.
ko ma-imagine yung my life without it.
Yeah. Right. Um, when I opened the show earlier, um, when I write intros, I just really follow the inspiration. And the first words that came out in my writing the intro for my dear Ate Cecile was, there are songwriters and then there are songwriters. Soul writers nga ang tawag ko. My experience of Miss Cecile Azarcon, mga kaibigan, once again, I'm going to talk to the audience here, and this is really, hugot po ako. Kami pong mga singer, like I'll speak for myself. there are moments of inspiration. I would say once a month. Swerte na yung once a month moment of inspiration sa akin. But you, Ate Cecile, you seem to live in that space of constant inspired state. And why do you think that? Well, I already know the answer because I love you and I know you and I've experienced you. I've lived in Ate Cecile's house over the weekend. She was that generous. She let me stay in her house at one time. You seem to live in an inspired state. Why is that? For our audience, let us in on why that is.
Siguro, ewan ko. Pero even when I was still, sabihin na natin maybe in grade school or in high school, mahilig na ako magmuni-muni eh. Talagang nagmumuni-muni ako. In fact, lagi akong napapagalitan ng teacher, Azarcon. Parang, are you with us? Kasi isip ko, oo, alam mo yung kantang malayo ang tingin, wala namang tinatanaw. Talagang, Azarcon, asan ka na naman? So, it's,
Umibiyahe.
I guess I just like to have a make-believe. I make-believe stuff. Miski nga yung unang composition ko, di ba, na Stay Away of My Love. I've never been in love. I've never been heartbroken. But I just, like, mahilig ako mag-create ng mga storya, mag-invento ng mga stories. I like to tell stories. And then, eventually, nagkaroon ng melody. So, yung stories, naging songs, And I just like to create things in my head. And mahilig akong in fact, ito pa isang secret, no, nasabi sa akin ng parents ko, which I found out later on. Minsan daw, nakakulong ako sa room, nagtataka sila kung ilang tao yung nasa loob ng kwarto. Kasi iba-iba yung boses. Yung pala, ako, I'm making like a radio program na ako, meron pa ako ito na, dumarating na.
May narration
may sound effects ako. Binubuksan na yung pintuan. Oo, gano'n talagang lahat. Ako lang mag-isa lahat. So, I guess it's just the way I was wired. Talagang
Right.
I'm very creative.
Oh, thank you for that cute and just super delightful story, Ate Cecile. Yeah. So talagang creative from the get-go. And you were, Tita Minda and Tita Max encouraged it. Tell us about your parents. Yeah, I'd like to take a few moments. How did they inspire and encourage you? Para naman ma-inspire and ma-encourage din kami. Parents.
Well, of course, my mom, if for those who do not know my mom, she's Minda Azarcon, and she was the voice teacher. She's also a music director, a pianist, a composer, a singer. So, kung ano yung mami ko, parang I followed talaga in her footsteps. And so, when I was about 13 years old, so meron siya mga voice students na who performs. And my mom wanted to encourage me naman to also perform. So when, I don't know if you ever heard of the Bella and the Bell Stars. It's Bella Di Mayuga back in the, but anyway, so nagpe-perform sila and then she was sick. She got sick. Sabi niya sa mami ko, do you know of anybody who can sing? Oh, yes. My daughter, I was only 13. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
So I had to wear her costume that was loose for me. And I wore a flower this big. And I was singing, may pumukol sa pipit sa sanga ng isang kahoy.
Yeah.
And I got paid 50 pesos. Now, ang sarap pala. So that was
laki
my
nun.
first income.
That's
50
big.
pesos for
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I remember talaga the very first time that they pushed me They encourage me na, kaya mo
Yeah.
yan, to perform
Yeah.
publicly. Kasi
Yeah.
kung sa family, lagi yan family
Mm-mm.
gatherings. Pero yung public performance, and then my dad also, he encouraged me.
Yes.
Believe it or not, even at the age of 15, 16, I was doing hotels. I was playing as a pianist
Wow.
in hotels.
Wow. Yeah.
But my dad would be there.
Of course.
My dad would be there.
Of
So,
course. Yeah.
just for me to, again, get a feel of it.
Yeah.
And whenever there's I guess, an opportunity for me to perform, ipupush nila ako.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's so
my
important.
parents were very, very supportive.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Ritz is, we have an audience member who's saying, Belia and the Bell Stars in Sampaloc, Manila always perform
Bella and the
Kuya
Best Stars.
Germs. Kuya,
You
I
know,
guess she means Kuya Germs.
that's the
show.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ayan,
Wow, naalala mo pa, Ritz?
si Ritz. Hello, Ritz. Thanks for that.
Yeah. But at that time they were performing in, naalala niyo yung, they were performing sa Makati Avenue. There's like, may mga places doon na may mga performance. And
Yes.
that's where I performed. I forget na the name, but that was the very first time na I earned 50 pesos.
Yung mga training ground natin eh. Meron din ako mga kwentong ganyan. Anyway, Ate Cecile, I heard you say in a couple of interviews how delighted you are when people tell you that your song touched their life in a certain way or saved their life, in one way or other. So this is the part of our show, artists. If you can type in the comment section how a song of Ate Cecile has touched you, I would really, really appreciate that. And we'll pick a song and a comment so that we'll take off from there. What's one of the best stories that you've heard recently from a fan about a song that touched their life? One of your songs that touched their life. Kasi ang sarap that feeling eh. 'Di ba?
Yeah, actually, maraming mga instances na somebody would approach me and they would say that yung kanta ko, they grew up with it, yung kanta ko encourage them. Ang meron pa nga maghihiwalay na eh. As in, maghihiwalay na. Pero, because of the song One More Try, they actually gave their marriage one more try.
One more try.
And to this day, thank God they stayed married. They are still married.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. What else? Another
diba? So, hindi mo talaga
one.
alam
Give me another. So how did you know, Ate
Well,
Cecile?
lift up your hands.
Lift up your hands,
How
sige.
did you know? Yung lift up your hands, marami actually. Yung, there was a time that, I guess, I don't want to mention names anymore, but somebody interviewed me for her TV show. And when we were actually, when I was playing and singing Lift Up Your Hands, she just broke down and cried. Tapos she was telling the cameraman, turn that off first, please, turn it off. And she just kept on crying. And because she remembered her dad. Yung pala yung kanta na kinanta when, the father passed.
Yes.
So, yeah. And meron pa yung like special memory o yung So It's You. Yung kwento ng So It's You, yung engaged sila, I think, tapos parang nawala yung sing-sing or something. And basta nagiging theme song nila yung kanta.
Yeah.
And, it's wonderful to hear stories like that, na yun ang kanilang theme song.
Yeah. If I may, there was one time not too long ago, um, medyo I was feeling, and Ate Cecile was part of this because it was my first time attempting a huge undertaking, a project, a concert project. And I found myself very, sabihin na lang natin talagang naghihingalo na dahil napag-iwanan ng mga partners, nagpagod-pagod, etc. You know, usual story. That song was the song, Ate Cecile, that actually sustained me. And I remember, you know, the live streams on Facebook that I used to do. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of stopped in place of the podcast. But in one of the live streams, I sang that song. Alam mo, naiyak din ako. And I don't usually get tearful in a live stream, but when I sang "Lift Up Your Hands," especially that part where "Cast your burdens upon me, those who are heavily laden," and I'm not a religious person per se, but I am very connected to the Holy Spirit. Alam mo, feel na feel ko talaga yung part na yon. Cast your burdens. Yeah.
Yeah, that song is so powerful. Can you imagine 2,000 years ago? Those were actually the words that came out of the mouth of Jesus. The
Exactly.
mouth
That's
of Jesus.
why. That's
He
why.
said it.
Yeah.
He spoke those words.
Yeah.
And,
And we are so burdened these days at
mhm.
TCSP. We are so burdened, overwhelmed. Some of us don't even know that we're overwhelmed. We will just explode one day.
Yeah.
Nafe-feel niyo ba yon, mga kaibigan? Parang you're okay. Biglang one day you're just suddenly gonna... What's missing in this world today? Ate Cecil, what's your advice for us who are feeling overwhelmed from an ate or a teacher?
You know, let go, let God. Kasi there are times na there's really nothing we can do about our situation. There's, kahit na mag-alala ka, kahit na umiyak ka, kahit na sumigaw ka, there's nothing you could do about it. So it just gets heavier and more frustrating. But when you surrender it to God, when you let go and just allow Him, trust Him, the comfort that you have, the peace that you have is, sabi nga sa Bible, di ba, it's beyond understanding. It's a peace that is not of this world, but it's the peace that comes from God. And, you know, you can only find that by really just trusting in Him. Yung kanta ko na Don't Sleep with a Heartache,
Mm-hmm.
I was able to compose that because my friend, we were having lunch, and this was in Manila. And I asked her, I was staying with her that trip, and I was asking her, nakatulog ka ba ng maayos? Ganon. Sabi niya, yes, but with a heartache. And that's how I was able to say, don't sleep with a heartache. Don't close your eyes to the world without peace in your heart. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In every way, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. And again, I did not have a Bible in front of me, but that's Proverbs 3:5-6.
Yes.
And the ang daming promises sa atin ng Panginoon. Saan ka pa kakapit? Kung lahat sa kaliwa mo, sa kanan mo, sa harap mo, sa likuran mo, parang gumugunaw na lahat. Wala ka ng pag-asa. It helps to just put your trust in God. And that is my advice. Just trust Him. Just cast your burdens upon Him and He will give you rest.
Beautiful.
Chiqui, I was noticing, meron ako mga nakikita sa yung
Comments?
viewers mo. Yeah, sa comments. Can I say hello to a few of my friends?
Please.
Nakita ko? Yeah.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
I'd like to say, nakita ko si Cha Cha is watching. Hello, Cha.
Yes.
Si Stella na is in Canada. Si Pam. Hello, si Alona. sa Vallejo yan, is watching.
Alona is here. Hi,
Uh,
Alona. I know Alona.
yeah, yes. And then of course my angels in the Philippines, si Des. Hello, Des,
Hello.
Maricel, and Lynn. Um, if you're watching, I wanna say hi to you. Shout out daw eh.
Hello, hello.
So Des, Maricel, and Lynn. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thanks for joining us today. Salamat sa pag-unawa sa aming mga techie issues ni Ate Cecile, but I know you all understand. Alma says, I really love Lift Up Your Hands to God. It helps me understand and accept everything that happens to me, living with being paraplegic and lifting everything and every day to our Heavenly Father. Alma Anuevo Garrido. Thank you so much, Alma. God bless you. Thank you for sharing that. Melissa says, I first heard the song How Did You Know in one of the leadership seminars in Manila in an exercise about love, unconditional love. From then on, the song moved me whenever I hear it, made a difference in my life with that exercise of feelings with that song. From Melissa Joy. That song literally changed my life, Ate Cecile. Thank you for writing it. Hindi ako magsasawang magpasalamat for that song. And Viva as well, because you gave that to Viva Records. And then thank you
That's
to
right.
Gary Valenciano for reviving it because it had a second life, second wind. Nagtatago na ako sa Canada noon. Biglang Gary Valenciano recorded How Did You Know? And there's Lay. Nice to see
Yeah,
you
hi
at Tess and
Lay.
Chiqui. I miss you both. We miss
Remember Lay?
Of course. Sabi ko pa nga, happy fried. Pinoy fried.
Pinoy fried.
Happy
Yeah.
fried. Kasi happy ako nung pumunta ako doon. Ang sarap-sarap talaga ng food. Napakasarap. Are they open again, Pinoy fried?
Yes, pero sila Lay kasi they sold the business already. They're back in
That's right.
Virginia.
That's
Yeah.
correct. Yeah.
Mm.
Ritz is saying, I love Special Memory original version and the chorale version of the USD singers. All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my. Let's talk about to close because Ate Cecile, I know you have to eat dinner. I'm so sorry for the delays, mga kaibigan. Let's round it up with what other dreams and hopes and prayers does Miss Cecile Azarcon have for herself and her Olaf and Mimi, Kuya Alex.
Actually, kasi bait ng Diyos eh. I can't really thank God enough. Parang wala na akong hihingin pa. But kung meron man, sana makagawa pa ako ng maraming kanta na that will be, that I can leave behind. Kasi, yun na lang talaga yung parang pag wala ka na rito, sa mundo na to. My parents passed last year, both of them, 6 months apart. My dad in May and my mom followed in November.
I am so
sorry. So talagang that really, got me thinking na how short life is, how unpredictable life is, and how, we accumulate so many material things and we can't take them with us. We just leave them, behind.
Absolutely true. Yeah.
So, what I really am praying is for God to just use me for however He wants to use me, to be a blessing to people, whether, my life, my music, may it glorify Him. Even before we did this interview, that was my prayer, Lord, that, may You be glorified in my thoughts, my words, my actions, because it's really, such a gift, a beautiful, beautiful gift that I am just so humbled that God gave to me the ability to play the piano, the ability to, to compose beautiful songs. And 43 years of my career, I left in 84.
I know.
Paano nangyari yun that the songs thrived, for so many decades? That's all God. That's all God. That's all Him. Wala akong
100%.
ginagawa, tumutugtog lang ako. Tumutugtog lang ako sa simbahan Sunday after Sunday. I had no idea that my songs were, big hits in the Philippines. And in fact, in 1988, the first time that I went back, since I left in 84,
Yes.
tuwa ako kasi, naririnig ko yung kanta ko when I was shopping at Rustan. Sabi ko, uy, that's my song,
Yeah.
Diba? Parang I was so kilig,
Mm-mm.
I was so thrilled. And, I just want to thank all those who supported my music, my songs, OPM, na nakakatuwa. I was just the other day, somebody texted me that somebody was doing kumu and they were singing my songs.
Yes.
Mga yung mga younger generation na,
Mm-mm.
So I clicked the link. Wala ma ko alam just kumu na yan, So I clicked the link. Tapos uy, oo nga, nag-uusap sila mga bagets, So
Right.
bigla na lang, Miss Cecile Azarcon is in the house, and they started singing all of my songs. Parang they were so happy that I was there, and
Yeah.
they just started singing my songs. So that
Our
for
new
me
world. Yeah.
is so nakakabusog ng puso. Na miski na yung mga kabataan ngayon, kinakanta pa yung mga kanta ko.
Right.
So, yun ang masarap isipin na, Lord, one day when when it's my time that, to come home, that there is something that I'm going to leave behind.
Yeah.
And that's the journey of 1,000 songs you'll find. That's nakatago sa baul.
Please, an excerpt of A Journey of 1,000. The one you sang for us.
The music and the words. Na, 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 na. Never giving up until I reach the peak of the mountaintop I seek, until I know I've given all I have to give, until I see I have something that I could leave behind. The journey of 1,000 songs you'll find. The journey of 1,000 songs you'll find.
You always make me tear up, Ate Cecile. Thank you. I have no words.
The music and the words were written from the bottom of my heart. Can you feel its joy and pain? The songs play on and on. The journey of 1,000 songs you'll find.
Pwede ko ba i-record yan?
Alam mo, why not? Nakatago pa sa baul yan. Pero that's actually the title of my birthday concert. I did that before, but I have a birthday concert this coming November.
I was there.
19.
Wait, I was in the last one in 2017, Journey of 1,000 Songs with Tim.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
Yes, this one is the Journey of 1,000 Songs returns to the Empress.
That's right.
Yeah.
I can't
so,
wait. Okay, let's promote.
Well, let's see. Yeah.
Let's promote your. So, what shows are upcoming, Ate Ces?
Just that. Yun lang.
Okay. Any recordings?
Secret muna.
Secret recordings?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I should already promote it, but Fe, our dear friend Fe, is going to finally record Pakipot.
Oh, yay!
Yes.
I'm so happy.
Yes, so abangan.
Abangan.
Yeah.
Tapos yung album natin, yung God's Timing, inaantay ko pa rin yung God's Timing natin at si Cecile eh. Pero that's still alive in my heart.
Chiqui,
Yung ating play and yung ating album and yung ating lahat-lahat na. So excited for
Mm-mm.
all the things. Um, since this is the final episode, Ate Cecil, you are the grand finale. Can
Oh, si
you?
Bernie pala, sorry. Can
Oh,
you
go
say,
ahead. Go ahead.
I just saw Bernie. Hello,
I'm still
Bernie. Nanonood daw
waiting
siya
for your own album. Oo,
for your album.
kanina pa si Bernie nandyan. Nag-aantay kaming lahat
Ah,
for your
ganun ba?
album. Yeah. A special inspirational message for people like me, just, restarting their getting back into the creative process at the Cecil. A lot of creative people want to create but are hesitant. I want to hear what Ate Cecil has to say to the hesitant ones.
I'm one of those hesitant ones actually, so I can relate to what, because when my parents passed, parang it was hard for me to even wake up in the morning, to even get up. Na-experience ko
Mm-mm.
yun that, I went through depression and I was very, very close to my parents and I took care of them for the past 2 years. And so, parang na-discarril ako. And for the
Mm.
longest time, I mean, I've had invitations, yung mga ganito, yung mga live stream, but I
Yeah,
had to say no. Um, Sana hindi sumama yung loob nila. Sana one day, they will invite me, they'll ask me again, but I wasn't ready yet.
of
I was
course.
still grieving and matagal ako yung matagal ako mag-heal, and not because I know they are in a better place. I just miss them so much.
So
I
much.
really just miss them so much. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Araw-araw kasama mo, so it was difficult for me, to to
Yes.
to to not have them around anymore. So it's okay. I realize it's okay not to be okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to grieve. It's okay to cry. It's okay to feel down. It's
Yeah.
okay to feel like you're falling apart. But after that, pick yourself up and pull yourself together. And I it's not about you. It's about what God wants and can still do and wants to do through you. That's why you cannot just give up. You cannot just stop. You have to keep on. You have to keep going. Kasi may purpose ka pa sa mundong ito. And it's not actually, ako naniniwala na it's not the things that we give up. The things that we want to keep in this life are the things that we give away. So keep on giving, be it kindness. It doesn't have to be material things. A kind word, an encouraging word, just keep on giving of yourself. You can never overgive. It is more blessed to give. Those are my mom's words. Of course, it's in the Bible too, right? Pero
Yeah.
my mom, lagi yan. It's more blessed to give. So, at saka kung mag-share ka, magbibigay ka, kailangan yung hindi kailangan malaman ng kaliwang kamay mo, yung ginawa ng
Right.
kanan na kamay mo,
Right.
And
Yes.
I think that's what makes every day more meaningful. And it's not about living, according to Rick Warren, not about living a life of success, but living a life of significance. And I pray that, we can all do something in our lives that is worthwhile, that's significant, na
Yeah.
maalala ng mga tao. Na minsan, pag wala na tayo, maalala nila na minsan, you did something, a smile, you smiled at them, you said something that encouraged them.
Right.
You'll never know whose lives you will touch.
Amen
So
to
do
that.
not give up. Just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. Do it for not for yourself. You said this in an interview at Cecil. I caught that part where you said, think not of yourself. Can you say that in your own words? Because you said when you create, when you make something and put it out in the world, not ego, but God. You said
Mhm.
something
Yeah, actually, well, I think it's, when you do something, you
yeah,
don't do it to impress, but you do it to
to
express.
express.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. So even when I write songs, or even when you're singing, don't sing to
Yes.
impress, but sing to express. When you're writing songs, don't try to write a hit song. I mean, maganda kung maging hit song siya, but that's not your goal. Your goal is because you want to express yourself. And,
Mhm.
you know, hoping that other people will be able to relate to whatever you're going through, so they'll know that they're not alone. Hindi lang sila
Exactly.
nag-iisa. Meron ding
Exactly.
nakakaalam kung ano pinagdadaanan nila. And when you do that, you know, pag nag-hit yung song, because, you know, you must have done something right. But again, you know, it's not the goal. If it was never my goal na, oh, magsusulat ako, kailangan maging hit ito. You know, it
Yes.
has never been, you know, the reason why I was writing songs.
Yeah. Ate Cecil?
Yes?
Oh, ngayon. Okay na. Okay na yung internet. Sabay na tayo ngayon. Now that I'm gonna be saying goodbye to you.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
Good yung internet natin ngayon. Okay na.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you
Yeah.
want to sing, you want to sing?
Let's sing. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yung How Did You Know?
Of course.
I remember so well. Is this okay? Or
Yeah, perfect. Duet to ha, duet. Duet. I remember so well the day that you came into my life. You asked for my name. You had the most beautiful smile. My life started to change. I'd wake up each day feeling alright. With you right by my side makes me feel things work out just fine.
how did you know I needed someone like you in my life?
In my
That
life,
there's an empty space in my heart.
in
You
my
came
heart,
at the right time in my life.
came at the right time.
Never forget how you brought the sun to shine in my life. Took all the worries and fears that I had. I guess what I'm really trying
Trying
to
to
say,
say
it's not every day that someone like
someone like
you
you
comes my
comes
way.
my way.
No words can
Words can
express
express
how much
how much
I
I
love
love
you.
you. How did you
Did you
know
know I needed someone
I needed
like
someone
you in
like
my
you
life?
in my life?
That there's
That
an
there was
empty
a
space
place in my
in my
heart.
heart.
You came at the right time in my life. I'll never forget how you brought the
Go ahead.
sun to shine in my life and took all the worries and fears that I had. I guess what I'm really trying to say, it's not every day that someone like you comes my way. No words can express how much I love you. I tried. couldn't have a better ending than that.
Chiqui Pineda.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cecile Azarcon Inocentes. I love you, Ate Ces. I'll talk to you soon. God
Love you
bless
too,
you.
Chiqui. Thank you.
Thank you for you. Thank God for
God
you.
bless you too. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I tried not to cry, Ate Ces. Umabot sa huli. Umabot sa huli.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Charina, did you hear? Give my regards to Kuya Alex, Ate Ces.
I
Give my
will.
regards. Yeah, have a great dinner time. I'll talk to you later.
Okay. Okay.
I think that's the best ending finale song, perfect tribute song for this, for the one and only Mrs. Cecile Azarcon. I'm gonna pull up my my co-prod, and Tisha, are you gonna join us? Hi, Chewing! Change channel. Congratulations, Charina. Ano, naluha ka rin?
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
I was just watching you guys.
I'd like to take this little opportunity here to, before I go on and ramble on, because you know I will. It's epic beyond my. I'm just trying to be as calm as I can right now, because podcast host is the role, but my insides are jumping up and down. We couldn't have closed season 1 better than this. We didn't even plan that. That was not.
My heart is racing, CP.
That was not even in.
I don't have any takeaways.
And that is That is a perfect example.
Mhm.
If I may, Ate Cecil, with all due respects, that is a perfect example of how when you are connected to spirit, and like I said, swerte na ako na maalala ko ang Panginoon once a day. Sorry, Lord. Ate Cecil is constantly in that place. That's why she creates moments like this, na kahit hindi planado, it becomes such a beautiful experience. I'd like to bring on Charina, go ahead.
Yes.
You were saying something.
I was saying that there were so many things in that episode na parang ayoko na lang magsabi ng takeaways because there were so many moments that I love.
I know.
So it's really hard, and so magic.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I also want to
love-
take the chance
Mhm.
right now to thank Artistas Charina Giron. Palakpakan, please, for the woman who stood by, beside me, behind me, in front, underneath, on top, and told me what to do in her very gentle manner. Do this na. Sige na. CP, do this. So it is because of Charina's energy and support that we reached this far. Ang sabi nga ni Paco, sobrang daming moments. Panalo talaga. Sobrang daming moments.
Sobrang dami.
Paco Arispacochaga calling for the next season. It's all going to be all boys, all men, all male gender for the next season. If there is a next season. Chawing, may next, kakayanin ba, partner? Hindi natin
I'm just gonna follow you, CP. So
okay.
you decide. I'm happy to be your partner.
Thank you.
If you keep, if you like having me. Today
we came.
Today's
Go ahead.
Are You Okay Day in Australia.
Are You Okay Day? Okay,
yeah,
that's a
we
day.
have such a thing. It's a day once a year. So I don't know kung in North America or in the Philippines we have such a day.
Is it
So
like mental health awareness day?
Yeah.
Are
So
you
you ask
okay?
friends if they're okay. Hello.
Are you
Just do a
okay?
check-in.
Guys, are you
So-
okay? Checking in on everyone.
So what I want to ask you, CP, is after 12 episodes and after that finale, how do you feel?
Screenshot. Na-imagine ko na.
Screenshot.
I have no words. No words can express how much how overwhelmed I feel on all colors
On
of
all
the
levels.
spectrum.
Yes.
Joy, pain,
Relief.
in the middle. No, there's no middle. It just covers the whole gamut of feelings. Relief, definitely. I'm relieved that we're going to be taking a short break. or long. It's indefinite because I will wait on the word from the voice, from the Holy Spirit, what next to do. And just relish, just live in the learnings, Muna. There is such a thing.
Correct. Yeah.
Live in the learnings and then relish all the lessons that I learned. In every single project, showing, I'm going to admit this, and before I bring you on, Tisha, stand by. I'm going to bring direct Tisha. Coach Tisha Rosales is coming up. Um, this another hugot moment on episode 12. Every time I embark on a journey that causes me to yung alam niyo po yung pag may gagawin kayo, yung aabot kayo ng medyo nasusuka kayo sa nervyos, yung ganong klaseng project. Every time I embark on a project na may ganong mga moments, I get to know myself more. And that is the number one goal in my life, this lifetime as me, Chiqui Pineda, Azimi. My number one goal, like I said many times over in past episodes, know thyself is the motto of your Chiquiness. And every time I embark on these things, I get to know myself more. So I'm just so grateful for that. And I'm learning that talagang kailangan nakakapit lagi eh. Ate Cecile Azarcon tonight is the
It's just
perfect example.
closure.
All of us of this is what life. You want to be creative? Plug in 24/7. You want to be effective? You want to connect with people? Be plugged in. Nakakalimot po kasi ang chickiness pag nandiyan na yung mga pupo ng mga dog, kailangan maglinis ng mga pag nandiyan na lahat yung distraction na yan, I forget. I become
So
very...
a lot of learnings for the past 12 weeks for us.
How about you? What's your main learnings about you as a partner?
It wasn't easy, CP. I needed to be ready all the time and, be available just to support you. I guess
that was thing. What you put upon yourself, Chawing. Why did
you
do that?
Well, because it's like our pet project. Like I'm part of it. I feel you welcome me into it, so I feel that I'm part of
24/7.
Well, that's an exaggeration, but when but when I'm awake, I'm really
when you're awake. Wow. Kaya ikaw ang partner.
I'm emotionally there for you, even if we're like half a world away.
I know. So, yeah, literally on the opposite.
And you know how hard it is for me to be speaking like this?
Right? You've come a long way, girl. High 5. High 10. I know. I met Sharina 10 years ago. This is a different Sharina you're seeing now.
Amazing. Yeah.
But that was
I have a question for you.
Just a different version. Yeah.
I have a question. What will you miss the most from what we've done here? Because I'm sure there'll be an empty space.
I don't know.
Yeah. You don't know yet. Okay.
I'll let you know. Yeah. I will let you know.
You know what? Can I tell you what I will miss?
What? Putting on makeup?
Actually,
lipstick?
No. I don't do that. I have to do that too. It's when it's the pre-show. It's the 30 minutes before airtime. When we're checking on our volumes and our lights.
Oh, you like that part?
I like that part.
How cute is that?
How cute.
Speaking of technical stuff, here is a techie person, and her name is Directisha, adding her hi in Manila.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, you have to turn off your volume.
It's loud. There you go. Is that?
Umiikot ang aking boses.
Is that better?
Hello, testing. Yan, wala na. Yeah.
Okay. My video is so slow. But can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Let's just go on. Congratulations, girls. This is an awesome finale. Grabe. Congratulations.
Say more. I need to hear more. Say more.
Grabe. What a divine gift. Right?
Definitely divine intervention figured in. As always. As with any project na
sugo. As with any project. Yes, true. As with any project.
Oh, no, she's gone.
I can hear her.
I'm here, but somehow my video, but you can hear me, right?
Loud
hear
and
me?
clear. Loud and clear. Yeah.
I love that, we're in three parts of the planet.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Like,
Uh-huh.
I know.
Literally.
That's why I like
Literally.
putting the cities. Ay,
Yeah,
yung akin.
it's
Sydney,
Mm.
amazing.
Manila, Toronto,
Yeah,
representing.
correct. And
Representing.
Thank you,
yes,
Melissa Corpus. We are getting congratulations from our regulars. Miss Tisha, Miss Charina, and
Kaya
Ma'am
pala.
Chiqui. Thank you, Ma'am Melissa. Uh,
I'm just really, I just need to share what,
Go for
in
it.
backstage. Charina asked me what was my takeaway, and oh my God, I'm not a religious person, but my takeaway is live in faith, live with
Oh,
faith,
absolutely.
live for faith.
That voice. That voice.
Amazing. And
Mm-mm,
gratitude. Oh my God,
mm-mm,
amazing. Coming from a person who has had, you know, every every songwriter's success dream,
mm.
Miss Cecil has it. And yet that humility in her
Yes,
Mhm.
and that desire to really just, it's all about God. It's all for
exactly.
God. Oh my
Yun na
God.
nga eh.
That is the dream, to be that person, actually.
We all aspire to be
Yes.
uh, Cecile-esque.
Yes. When we grow up, we want to be like her.
We all want to
We
be
want
like
to be like
Miss
her.
We want to be
Azarcon.
like her.
Oo.
She really put it into perspective, like the meaning of success.
Truly,
What's it
truly.
about? Who is it for? I mean, the idea that it's a gift, it's a blessing,
Absolutely.
and you leave
And
it behind,
you are a blessing to us, to
and
me, Coach Tisha.
we attract
Ay,
each other.
nako. The amount of phone calls, Tisha, help me. I have nothing in my brain. Help me. Ito pong interview with Mrs. Cecile Azarcon tonight was largely because of Coach Tisha's help. Hala, hugot. Sige, hugot pa. Ang hirap humugot pag napapagod.
Ang
True.
dami mong
That's why
hugot.
we're
Bakit
here
ka ba
for you.
napagod? Kasi cheekiness. Nag-interview na ng sarili. Kasi po nag-birthday party yung anak ko nung weekend. Gustong-gusto ko naman kasi talagang bigyan yung aking panganay ng birthday. Once nag-birthday ka po dito, humanda ka, Tisha. Once nag-birthday party ka dito sa North America, nasa Canada po ako, ikaw na maghahanda, ikaw pang magliligpit. Ikaw pang
Correct.
mag-host. So talagang kailangan mga tatlo. I'm not complaining. I'm just expressing to my fellow immigrants here who are also, I'm sure, empathizing with. And then you have to do a podcast, and then you have to be calm and composed. Naglilinis pa ako ng dish.
Kumusta na si Friday tsaka si Tuesday, City?
Ako, tina-allergy yung isa.
Mm.
Nasobrahan ng cleaning solutions. Anyway, you're gonna be ready for that, Tisha. I will give you all the cleaning tips.
Cleaning tips.
Baka yun ang next season. How to maintain a home. Ako ang number one na kailangan makinig dyan.
Okay.
And then don't forget,
Alright.
Mary, your friend is saying, don't
My
forget,
friend.
Chiqui, it's
Oh my
Charina's
God.
birthday
Happy
next week. Happy
birthday!
birthday to you. Pam, pam, pam. Happy birthday. Bakit nawala? Tinanggal mo?
Nandyan. Hindi ko tinanggal.
Ayan, ayan. May
CP,
birthday. That's my gift.
flying na.
Tell us about your flight.
Oh, I'm leaving on the 20th of September for my Berlin Marathon. Yay! So mabuti na lang natapos yung podcast kasi
I
will
know,
have to
exacto.
let go.
90
Tamang-tama yung 12
days.
weeks. Yes.
Exacto. So how long will you be gone for? Gone from
About
Sydney?
3 weeks. About 3 weeks.
Haba.
Yeah. Not
Wow.
long enough, but it's gonna be a good break. Yeah.
It's a bongacious vacation.
So sa Berlin ako mag-birthday.
Oh wow.
Grabe.
Thank
Happy
you, Mary.
birthday!
Yeah.
Thank you,
Anybody
Tita Mary, for
watching us
reminding
from Berlin
everybody.
here? Anyone? We're close to Berlin.
From Germany.
Si Charina dyan. Makikipag-inuman po siya sa inyo.
It's Oktoberfest. So there's gonna be a lot of beer.
And I know somebody here likes beer. It's not me. It's not Tisha. So you're gonna have the best time, Charina. Charina,
I will.
nakikicharina na ako. Can you please send us pictures so we can live
Yeah.
vicariously through your Berlin
Mhm.
experience. Yeah. What
I'll
else?
send
What
you my
else?
medal.
Yes. Oh,
Oo.
medals. Yeah.
Medal na kaagad, no? Hindi pa
Pang ilan?
natapos yung takbo
Pang
for
ilan?
marathon.
Oo. Pang ilan mo na ito?
It's going to be my fourth road marathon.
Fourth road. Are
Fourth
you
road.
counting the 100K?
No, that's different.
That's not called a marathon. That's
That's
called
an ultra marathon.
ultra marathon.
Ultra
Okay.
marathon. Yeah.
Correct.
Iba naman yung bilang doon.
Mm-mm.
Kasi sa trail yun sa bundok.
That's right. Yeah. One lang yun.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
let's
Let's
nag-close na kanina. Ano na
exit na
lang to?
kami.
Ano na lang to? Chikahan
Oo,
portion na lang
Chikahan
with the
portion.
Party.
Yes.
Post episode party.
total ma-erase naman natin sa editing parts ito. Sino kayang mag-e-edit?
Thank you,
ng
Menchi.
ating- Ay, Tisha. Menchi,
Ay,
good luck.
ay.
Chewing will pray for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Menchi Chai, see you soon. Also, happy birthday to Vita Babes today. What? Also, happy birthday to Vita Babes Rosalina Paas today. If you're watching right now, we wish you all the best always. Bispren ko yan ha. Hindi ko alam na birthday niya today. September 7.
Hala.
I have an excuse. I was episode 12ing. Love tayo niyan. Love tayo niyan.
Hindi pa tapos ang today.
Hindi pa tapos. Hahabol ako. Ano na? Oh, makikisingit daw. Sumingit kanina si Olaf. Singit ko rin si Tuesday. Hello. Yan, Artistas, this is my Tuesday. Can you see her?
Pick her up, CP. Pick her up.
Mabigat.
Mabigat ba?
Ching. Mabigat.
So
Mabigat. Friday, come show yourself. Ay, nagkakamot. Okay. Ayun po. Magkita-kita na lang po tayo muli sa susunod na pagkakataon. Once again, Charina, Sydney, Australia, Charina, thank you very much for being my guardian angel.
Guardian angel.
With no wings, my partner, and for all your help and for your patience and for your empathy. Endless empathy, endless well of empathy. And then all our patrons, all our
we should put up the banner.
Natin. Kahit absent yata sila today, wala akong nakita.
No, Menchi's there.
Menchi naman, MKM special yan, special category. Andy Adina said, beautiful lesson, knowing thyself in the most challenging moments of life. Thank you, Chiqui, Pineda, Asimi. This is so precious. Thank you, Andy Adina. Thank you so much. That's what I'll miss, hearing from people. The DMs that I get, Sharina, is what I'll miss about the show.
Okay, that's what you will miss. Okay.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I'll be missing.
You'll get tons of DMs after this episode.
Yeah. I love the DMs. Kasi shy. A lot of our friends are shy.
Okay.
Tisha, any parting words?
Wala siya eh.
Sige, Chewing, ikaw muna.
Parting words.
I'll give you the floor.
No.
So
don't give me the floor. No, come back.
Challenge.
Wow, what can I say? It's been a journey with Chiqui. This podcast has been a journey for me. Hindi ko pa alam if I'll be writing something about it and write my learnings as I always do. So, but I just want to say thank you, Chiqui, for inviting me to be part of your show.
Oh, my pleasure and my honor. I am honored that you said yes. This wouldn't have been. Baka hanggang 2 episodes, hanggang Fede Los Reyes lang ako.
No.
Na, kung walang Chewing.
No. It's good. I'll do it again.
Yeah. We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see what capital V, what capital voice will say. Okay. I'll wait for the Holy Spirit's prodding. Thank you. Wait, let's hear from Tisha. Tisha, anything? Parting words for
congratulations. Oh my goodness. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
I
I
came
know.
into this whole podcast project quite late, but amazing.
That's not true. You were part of it from the inception, girl. Dream, loom, zoom. Don't
Yes,
forget.
but
In
good work.
production firms, yes, in production firms.
It doesn't matter whether it's in a big arena or in a podcast like in this box, but the work is the same. The stress is the same.
Mm-hmm.
But you girls, you aced it. You perfect partnership between the two of you, and
Thank you,
like
Direct.
everybody else is here, we're really waiting for the next season. Just a little bit of recuperating, maybe resting, self-care, and
Self-care,
planning. Yeah.
recovery,
Yes,
Recovery,
recovery
please.
muna, di ba?
recovery.
Yes.
Takbo
Recovery.
muna ako ng
Anak ni
marathon.
Direct. Takbo ka muna. Tapos glag, 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 glag. Takbo sa
Correct.
araw.
Takbo ng
Takbo sa araw. Tapos sa gabi, glag, glag,
Oo,
glag, glag. Konti lang.
Correct.
Konti.
I'll do that.
Thank you
Power
so
up
much, Direct
muna.
Trisha.
Power
Power up.
up.
Yeah,
Yep.
boys and girls, very important, recovery. Isa sa mga haligi ng TCSP na tinuturo lagi is recovery, recovery, recovery is as important as action. Okay, thank you,
All
mamas.
right.
Maraming salamat. Chowing, I'll see you in a bit. Tisha, I'll see you on Mondays. And to all of you, my heartistas, my abangers, my regular Chiqui Stories podcast peeps, and most especially to my patrons. Sandali, lalagay ko po yung aking, kalimutan po kasi, sobra na kaming na-excite. Lalagay ko yung aking patreon.com/Chiqui Pineda. Support us. I'm inviting all of you to support and join my membership website, patreon.com/Chiqui Pineda. All of the love gifts that you will be sharing. I call them love gifts kasi tunay naman talaga siyang galing sa pagmamahal, because I'm not giving you anything except for my creativity in terms of podcast, my live streams, my singing, my bringing on my friends like Ate Cecile Azarcon. It's not tangible, but you know that it comes from my heart when I share these things with all of you. It comes from wanting to share what I've learned in my 54 years here on earth. And it comes from wanting to encourage all of you to continue to be your creative selves, because you are creative. Sometimes we just forget. And sometimes it takes songs like Lift Up Your Hands for us to remember that we are truly God's children, and we are precious. We are precious. But nakakalimot po tayo. So here I am reminding you. And please, if once we have the podcasts produced and edited, I will be putting them out slowly, one episode at a time. Pakisuportahan din po yun. It's only gonna be audio because podcasts are just traditionally audio. And that's it. I think that's all I gotta say for now. I may come back to the Chiqui Story Saturday, may. We'll see. But for now, I wish all of you peace and blessings and courage in your kind of creativity. May you be blessed beyond the beyond. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now. How did you know I needed someone like